Hello, my name's Chris, this is Blue Kraken Gaming, and welcome back to Satisfactory, where if you are enjoying the series, I would ask that you please consider leaving a like, a comment, or a subscription. Any or all help the channel grow, and they help get it out in front of other people, so thank you very much to those of you that do that. Now, in our last episode, we were working over in that direction on a nuclear facility, and we got the concrete down, so we can start getting ready to make the nuclear pellets. However, we need to start making some encased industrial beams, and I was thinking about this. We could try and drone them over from where we're currently making them in our motor factory at the moment. However, in the motor factory, we're not actually making that much. It is purely there as a dealing with the overflow kind of thing. So we're just picking up like scraps and the extra bits that are there. Which is why I'm here at the coal facility, our original power plant with that big orange cube. Because at the moment we've got a load of coal that we drop off here and gets taken all the way to the other end of the map for the steel processing facility. We've got coal carts just shuffling backwards and forwards. I'm sure they're actually called coal carts somewhere. But yeah, they'll be around somewhere. Kind of curious how that... Yeah, there you go. Look, there's the coal cart. Kind of curious about this one stopping. What I was thinking on doing was effectively taking this and sending it over in that direction, because then we can make use of this coal here. There's an iron node over there, and we can make steel beams on site, which means we can then make our reinforced concrete beam on site, and we don't ever have to worry about actually running out during the nuclear production, because that's the last thing I want, is for the nuclear setup to stall, because that would be bad. So with that in mind, I think what I'm going to need to try and do is get a concrete path over in that direction. So I'm going to need to grab a load of concrete and then just get going with that. So I'm going to go grab some concrete. We'll be back in a minute, but it's probably going to wind up being a time lapse. So I'll see you guys once I've loaded on the concrete and we start trying to build over there. Okay, so here we are. We're back, and the first thing I think I'm going to need to do is expand this platform out a bit, because if I start trying to send this train off in that direction, which I can do, I'm going to need to shuffle this over. So you're going to need to go there, and then cut that. You're going to need to go into that one, and then we kill that one. Right, okay. And then, yeah, if we go here, we will need to... Right, logistics, this is where it's going to be fun. So, I'm pretty sure the trains can only do a double ramp, a ramp 2, which is the equivalent of a double ramp 4. So that is going to be as steep as I can make this. So let's just grab that and double check. Come on. You won't let me do a junction off of... Okay. Alright. You can't do a junction out of the train station. Fine. Which means I'm going to need to do that. Bring you back around. I need to do this quickly because I can't leave it too long. I don't know. That. And then you're going to have to go into... Yeah, that was what I was worried about. It's now too tight turn. But you will go to there. Ooh, that's horrid. Alright, let's try and tidy that up. That's because you're not dead on straight, that's why. There we go. Right, and then... There we go, yeah, we can come off of this one. And we can bring you to... Okay. So we're going to need to take that down. And go out one. To give us the dead straight so we don't wind up wobbling. Right, okay. And now we can start working with the 4-meter double ramps. And we're just going to have to head over there. And I'm going to probably time-lapse this to save you guys having to watch it all. But, yeah. I will catch you guys over there in a few moments. Okay, we're here, ish, and the situation I find myself in is this hasn't been able to drop anywhere near as much as I want, and I really don't want to have to do a spiral down to get this further down, so I think what we're going to wind up doing is basically floating a station to enable this. So we need that. Let's put in 2 freight platforms. Oh, I'm missing cable. Okay. Do I have any wire on me to make said cable? I do. Let's try and do that quickly. Craft bench. There we go. Right. Cable. Let's try and just quickly put some of this out. Because what we can then do is we can, because we're going to need them, we can make use of this train setup as well to bring in the electromagnetic control rods. Right, okay, so how short are you going to be able to be to get going up? That's fine. Cool, okay. And then we'll just need to curl it round and bring it back. Right, but this can then be nuclear imports. Not imports, imports. Okay, right. So then we've got this down. We can then expand that out a little bit. We can then do that. Okay. And then what I think I want to do is for each of these outputs, let's just chuck a storage on them. Because then we can just store tons of stuff here should we need to. Okay. And then, I mean, I'm still much higher up than I want to be, which is a problem. Well, I say it's a problem. It's not a problem. It's just, like I say, much higher up than I want it to be. So what I think we do is I think from here we just drop down. There we go. Bring that all the way down. And then we just... What I'm going to do... I'm going to throw a wall up. There we go. Alright, that's apparently as tall as I can go from here. Okay, so we should have... Yeah, there's power. Grab you. Missing cable. Of course I'm missing cable. Alright, okay, so I'm going to go grab a wad of cable now so we can keep doing this. So I'll be back in a couple of moments. Okay, right, we're back. So, we're then going to grab this power. Run it around there. And then we'll just pop it on the floor. And we're just going to do this. Now, at some point, I'll probably put a stairwell in. You know, on that time well in the future when I start actually being able to do, like, aesthetics and design work. But, yeah, I don't think that day is going to be today. Right. So, look at that. We're like a fraction off. And we're not exactly on with it. Even though we're lined up. Right, okay, that's fine. So, here we are. What we're going to need to do is give our train a turning circle. Well, that's kind of cool. You can see some of the other facilities over there. Right, okay. And then it's going to need to have a way back out. Cool, okay. And then... Ooh, there we go. I thought I'd hit the autosave then. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So that should be perfect. It's not quite though. That looks like it. Right, where can I get to? Right, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run this properly straight. And then what I'll do is I'll just hook this into two sharp turn. Okay. There. Now that track is too short. Fine. Because then it means even if there's any like wobbles or anything here, it gets forced to be straightened out here. So what I want to do is basically just follow it back now. So let's put you there like that. You're going to tell me you can't do that. That's too tight a turn, aren't you? Okay. How tight? How can you make that? Okay, but that is going that is going to be clipping through there. Okay. Well, that's a bad idea then. That just means what I'll have to try and do is step it across until I get to, I don't know, here. If I do that, then we bring this one to the base there, and then curve it up to there. Okay, didn't know right-clicking forced that open like that. Okay. How do I feel about that? I don't know. I don't know that I like that. So I think, can I do that? That's then too sharp a turn. But you are actually fine with that. You just cut through some of the ground. Ooh, I think I'm just going to have to deal with that, aren't I? Yeah. Okay. Alright. So then, yeah, the plan from this is going to be to then head back. Right, okay. And then I need to grab this and try and hook it into there. Which is actually kind of easier now I've got like that in play. Okay, cool. So then you can come to the top. And then, yeah, you're coming around to, right, okay. So then if we fire that up there. And then we just put some of this in like so. I think we're just going to have to cope with that because of the curve and how it's coming up here. Right. Oh, and then I've gone one too high. Right. So you're then coming up here. Like so. And then we're just firing you all the way down like that. Right, and you need to be the shortest one you can be to reduce the bulge coming off the top. And then we just run it back. Which sounds pretty simple. So yeah, I'm going to run this back now. And I will time lapse it for you. And we'll see you back at the other end. Okay, so we're back, and I'm not going to follow this exactly because at some point we're going to need to get this track, the returning track, on the other side. So I've actually done this the wrong way around. I've done this as a right-hand train. This should actually have been the other side. But I suppose then we run into that tree. Because the original thought was to run it back in and just do the coal. But I'm thinking actually if I do... Although, is that a problem? If I just run it back and do it into the coal, it can pick up the coal, go over there, but then it's always going to have to come back through the coal, even if it doesn't need to. That's the bit. It's going to have to go through that station twice, even though it doesn't need to go through it twice. That was what I was wondering if I could try and avoid. And I don't know that I can. Because that's already quite a messy junction down there. I can't think of a better solution at the moment. I don't think it's a good solution. Although, what if I just keep going up and then... Yeah. If I don't drop this and we just keep going on with this line here... We can go over those and then come back in and join it from above. Right, yeah, I think that's going to wind up being the plan. Whoa, too far. Okay, alright, well at least I've managed to save myself a little bit there. Right, okay. Right, and then let's start from the other end because I think that's going to be easier now. So if we, and I think this is going to look super odd, if we come over here and we take this ramp here, where are we? And we replace it like this. Yeah, I might need to put it back, otherwise it's just going to look weird. We'll just clip it over. Come on. You're going to not play ball, aren't you, while it's there? Okay, because I can't actually point at the... There, that's what I want. And then we zoom you up. Right, we'll pop that one back in. Oh, actually... Excuse me, being inside a train. That looks like it fits quite snugly there like that. Yeah, I like that. Okay, and then... we're going to have you going up like that. And then you are going to have to try and find a place to join in here. Okay, alright. So let's do the smallest one we can just to get rid of the bump. And then we hook it in like that. And then that puts it back in. Okay. Alright. We can cope with this. I like this. Now we just need to bring this up to the same level. Okay. And I've just seen I'm completely out of steel pipes, so I'm going to need to go and grab those. And then I think we can keep pushing through from over there. Okay. So yeah, I'll grab some steel pipes. And then we'll be back to continue this little train loop. Okay, here we are, back up in the foliage, where we're just going to continue running this train line out to try and meet the bit we've got poking out. Right, okay, we might have to do a bit of finagling when we get over there. Right, okay. Look at that. That's kind of perfect. Right, okay. Now, if we grab you, make you the shortest one you can be. And then... I don't know. Slight angle like that. And then, yeah, like that. Nice. That has worked kind of exactly how I wanted it to. Yeah, happy with that. Okay. So, we are then going to need to play with some signals. So what signal do we have down here? Good, I've got a block signal there. Pop one there. There we go. So that's now all one loop. But, I mean, that's fine. We're only going to have one train doing this. So I don't mind that that's a single loop. Right, okay. So, now what we need to do is we need to get the electromagnetic control rod set up with the station as well. And then we can get all of that wired in. Now, that shouldn't require anywhere near as much train work, because what we can do is we can basically put something on the other end of the Nexus. It's just going to be working out where the best place to do that is, because we have got an outgoing Nexus, but it's not the best one we can do. Or so they're actually all here. We could feed it back and have... No, it doesn't feel sensible to put another like little train station here. One thing I have also done off camera is I've just overclocked all of these to make sure we're now producing enough AI limiters for our production requirements. So we've now got 4 of them needing 9 status, because the status I haven't checked. So 4 times 9 is 36 plus 12, so that's 48. Okay, and we're making 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we need to expand this out a bit more. Okay, that's fine, or we can just overclock these. So that's 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Cool, right. But we're going to need to upgrade those belts. For those ones, because they're going to now need more wire, but they're still fine with the amount of pipe they're bringing in. Cool. So that should balance all that out and give us, make sure we're still producing enough stators and enough electromagnetic control rods. So let's go figure out what our best bet is with another station. Like, popping it on the end of this would ideally have been the best, but I've put all of the drone bays in there now, which means we'd probably want to be looking at this one, and this one's a pain to try and do because we have to take the end out every time and put it back in. Yeah, that would be the best one to use, but the setup's all wrong. Ah, future planning, eh? Okay, not the foundation, the station. There's trees under there as well, because they'll have all come back from where we've had the update come through. So if I just duck under there and try and clear some of them. Hey, buddy. Right. Well, that now let me put the station. That will now let me put the station on the floor. Okay. Let's try and tuck that in as much as possible then. We've then got this big tree here we're going to need to try and deal with. I don't even know if this one's destructible. Kinda hope it is. Kind of don't think it is, looking at that. Yeah, that tree is not a destructible tree. Okay. Lovely. Right, I only need one freight platform, though. Okay. So let's say you're going to go straight on. I also figured out what the blurring is as well. It's to do with where I've got DLSS enabled. It's the one of the things involved in it. It's like TIAA in the settings, but the problem is having DLSS on, you can't turn TAA off, much as I might like to. And I tried turning it with DLSS off, and the game doesn't look as good. There's no two ways around it. It just doesn't. Come on. Okay. And then you will need to come around here. So why is that too sharp a turn? Okay, well let's clear that then a little bit. No, 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 no. Oh, damn it. Damn it to all to hell. Right. Okay. Now I've got to head back up there. Yeah, I'll put this path here. Okay. So that gets me over here. And then we can come... hopefully up here. There we go. Okay. Right. Okay. Yeah, you've got yourself bent all out of shape now, haven't you? Right. So if I push you back... is that in the middle? Yeah, it looks it. Cool. And then that works. And then this one can continue off in this direction. Too close to another switch. I know, that's fine. Because we're going to peel that away. And then put you over there like that. Because that's no longer needed. And then you're going to come around here onto this line. So we may as well pull you straight back out. So I don't know about there. Okay, that's too far. To there, maybe? Okay, where can you make it to? Right, here. There. Cool. Right, then you need to be there. Fine. Okay. You're going to need a block signal. Probably there. Yeah, because I'm not convinced that's going to be far enough back for me to put a train and 2 carriages there. Let's have a look. Let's check. I might be wrong. There's 1. There's 2. And then let's just pull this into 36. Save. Go. Just to pull it forwards to where it thinks it will be. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, that's let it work. Okay, fine. Awesome. I think that's more luck than judgment. But it is working. Awesome. Okay, so this is going to be... ECM out. Cool. And then we just need to bring over the damned control rods. And I've put that kind of the wrong side. Okay, that's fine. That's not a problem. Right. We can set up this thing's set up now. So it's going to go ECM out and then coal exports and then nuclear imports. Save, and you can go now. Have fun. We're gonna work on getting the electromagnetic control rods over here. Okay, yeah, it is done. So hopefully that will go soon. Why are you not going? Why is that not going? Okay, so you're red because you had that held. Okay. Okay, now you're green. Okay, you're off. Okay, that was fine. You were just having a funny 5 minutes. Right, okay, so... I'm actually going to go with Mark 3s here. Not because... Well, mainly because I don't want to run out of the Mark 5s. Because we're using a lot of them at the moment. And I've actually found out where all of our aluminium sheets are going. They're going into the heat sinks from where we're making some more of those. So at some point we're going to have to probably up our aluminium production. But I'm going to run this belt over, but I'll do that off camera because you've seen me run belts over to the train station before, so I'm not going to worry about that. But then next episode we're going to be picking up on some more of our preparation for the nuclear facility, where we're going to start forging some more steel to make into beams for us to then encase in the concrete and get it going. So I will catch you there. So as usual, likes, comments, subscriptions, they will help the channel grow. They help get out in front of other people. So thank you very much to those of you that do that. Thank you very much to my patrons. Your patronage is very much appreciated. And please don't forget that as a patron, you do gain access to the save files for any of the open world games that I'm playing. Also, we have had an influx of new subscribers over the last couple of weeks, which has been fantastic news. And at the point I'm recording this, I'm nearly at 500, but not quite. But if you are one of the new patrons, we have got a not patrons. If you are one of the new channel subscribers, we have got a Discord. The link should be in the comments below, so please feel free to join that, get involved in the conversation. But other than that, thank you all very much for joining me today. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all next time.